Getting to $5,000 a month as a video editor, it's easier than getting to $1,000 a month. And I know this sounds crazy, but most video editors tend to overcomplicate this by following the basic bullshit guru advice that you need to learn multiple softwares, post your work on social media and wait for the clients to come, or maybe even worse, do outreach the entire day. That's not how I scale to $5,000 a month. And most video editors I talk to are confused. So today I'm going to show the exact roadmap that helped multiple students of mine scale to $5,000 to $10,000 per month by working with fewer and with better clients. Now, why should you listen to me? Well, I started working a part-time job at McDonald's and having a gig on Fiverr. I was editing at night. I wasn't able to make an entire living out of this, and my parents were wondering what the fuck I'm doing with my life. That's when I realized one thing. I was consistently trying to improve in the softwares, trying to learn more animations, more effects, but then I saw worse editors making way more money than me. I started questioning everything, and that's when I took a step back and I started learning more about the entire industry. Now, that one thing that I realized helped me to scale to $1,500 per video, work with clients and help them generate millions of views. This allowed me to travel and give me the location freedom that I wanted. Now, from 2024 to 2026, I had multiple coaching calls with video editors because people were reaching out to me. I was documenting everything on Twitter and helped multiple editors scale to $5,000 to $13,500 per month and land high-paying customers. So I literally had more than 700 one-on-one coaching calls with video editors. And I have to say that $5K per month is easy, honestly. All you need is 2 clients at $2.5K per month. And I know that this might sound crazy for some people, but all you need is 8 videos at $625 per month without crazy animations or effects. And in order to be able to do that, all you need is the right clients. Like Mihailo right here, who scaled from working 10 to 12 hours per day, editing for 2 to 3K a month, to 5K per month and working 3 to 4 hours per day. Or Hamad right here, who scaled from working on Fiverr, editing videos and making about $700 per month for 80 to 20 long form video. If you don't believe that, you can watch the interview on my channel. He scaled to 5K a month and $1,500 per video. Now how? Well, I'm going to show you that in a minute, but first I want to show you what most editors do wrong and why they never hit $5,000 per month. Because they approach getting to 5K a month like they approach getting to 1K a month. They try to work with more clients, they try to work more hours, they try to improve their editing skill and hoping the clients will notice and pay them more. And they don't understand how to become valuable or irreplaceable for customers. That's why I call this type of person the NPC video editor, because for the clients, they are an NPC. And if you don't know what's an NPC, in video games, they are random characters, non-playable characters. So what happens is that the client don't see you as a partner or valuable in their business. So the moment when they find someone better, they replace you because they see you as an expense. And I used to be in this situation as well. Now, as I told you how clients see them, well, clients think he's doing simple work like cuts, animation, and subtitles, right? Simple work. Bro, that's not simple work, especially the animations part. I can always find someone cheaper and I don't need him. He needs me. That's the biggest part of the entire equation. I don't need him. He needs me. He needs my money. He needs my fame. He needs to be able to use my name and all of that. The cost of being the NPC and staying in the situation is that you are into revision hell. So clients spam you with revisions. Of course, they don't pay for it. Why would they pay for it? Because you don't know how to make them pay for it. You also have limited rates because you charge based on the hours you work. You are ghosted when you try to raise the rates with new clients or with old customers. You are stressed, you are wasting time, and you're facing burnout and eventually quit. And I used to be here as well. I remember how much sucked, to go to the job and then editing videos at night for clients because some of the clients were just needing the videos as fast as possible on Fiverr. And I wasn't able to literally do anything because if I didn't deliver the video on time, I would end up with a bad review. I won't be able to get the clients. I was thinking that the more reviews I get, the better I become. Clients will spawn in my house. Never happened. Now, why this happens? Why are some people stuck right here in this spot and other people like Mihailo and Muhammad and my other students are scaling to these numbers? Well, this happens because, in life, every human being on the planet is in this exact situation, especially people in business. So the customers has this current life. They have no leads, no sales, no views, no traffic, limited time, and they find only lazy editors. They tried outsourcing before and they can't find a partner or someone who can literally nail their style. And they have the desired life. They want more leads, more sales, more views, more traffic, more free time, and having a partner. What happens is that in this exact situation, the NPC editors, and I used to be one of them as well, so don't take offense into that, they talk about style, they talk about effects, they talk about how much time they spend on the video, and they try to sell the vehicle, not the destination, meaning that clients pay for outcomes, not for the hard work, and they don't pay for the video itself, they pay for what they get from the video, because the video will get them there if you improve retention, right? Their audience will build a relationship with them and they will eventually buy. And editing is known for improving retention. At the end of the day, it's a retention game, but you need to know how to package it, how to market it, how to sell it to customers so they see the value, how to communicate it to them. That's why your positioning should reflect that in your bio, in your emails, in your content, in your videos, in your posts, in your portfolio, in everything that you create online. You should speak directly to the customer and show them that I have the vehicle that's going to get you from your current life to the desired life. Because in business, at the end of the day, if you solve more problems, you are more valuable and your service is more valuable. And these are the problems. No leads, no sales, no views, no traffic. These are the problems that your editing can solve or you're done for your service. Because later on you can expand and do more and you solve more problems if you do the whole done for you funnel, like the entire YouTube strategy. Now, what happens in this situation is that the content operator or the strategic partner, as I call it, he looks at the situation and he starts positioning editing as the solution, of course, but he talks about outcomes. He talks about how the vehicle will get the customer there. And what happens when you are doing this is that in the moment the customer opens your profile on Twitter or your email or your YouTube channel, in that exact moment, they will think this person can solve my problem and understands me in particular. Now, how can you do it when there are so many niches, where there are so many channels? That's exactly where the $5,000 per month editor scroll comes in hand. This is the strategy all of the people I showed you and even more use to scale and land high-paying customers. And if you want my personal help in applying the strategy I'm showing you in this video to your editing business so you can land high-paying customers and scale to $5,000 to $10,000 per month like all of the people I showed you, then all you have to do is simply click the button below this video and book a quick call where we're going to talk and based on your situation, see how we can scale your editing business. The first step is to pick a profitable niche. You know, there is this meme of working with a $500 client and the $5,000 client. The difference is that the $500 client most likely has lots of limiting beliefs about investing. They are afraid and at the same time they don't make that much money. So let's say for example they make 3K amount or 5K amount. Of course they won't be able to pay you $500 or even if they pay $500 they will try to squeeze every penny out of the deal. But the $5,000 client, well, this guy can pay you 5K because probably he makes 30K or 40K or 50K and he wants to make way more money. You're like, invoice paid, great job. Now, in order to pick a profitable niche, there are entertainment creators and educational creators. And I wouldn't say one is better than another. It depends on your long-term goal and perspective. That's why I have students who scale to 5K amount, like Express right here in the entertainment niche, or students who scale to 10K amount and even more in the educational niche. But what you have to keep in mind is that educational creators, when they have a small number of subscribers or views, they can still invest because they have a business at the end of the day. They should be selling a product through their content and using content as a part of their entire business strategy. So they can literally pay you to make more money because they see you as an investment. Like Derek right here, who scaled to 10K amount and landed the business partner of Robert Kiyosaki, being able to deliver results and sales and use that into his marketing later on. But if you go with entertainment creators, most people under 100,000 subscribers won't really have the budget to invest because they make money based on ad revenue. So they see you as an expense, not as an investment. You have to target big names into this space, or you can target streamers. So you can take their videos and clip them, create an entire YouTube funnel for them or strategy. That's a great approach. Then after you pick the niche, you need to understand the niche because most editors are thinking, you know, I pick the niche, I have this idea in mind of my customer, he's a coach, he's a business owner, and that's it. But this goes way deeper than just knowing who you want to work with. You need to understand the buyer, you need to understand the viewer, you need to analyze successful videos, and then you need to edit for the audience to be able to deliver results and make sure you help the customer achieve their goal, right? You help them get into this exact spot. In order to do that, you have to understand the niche and you need to create an ideal customer profile. And this is literally a piece of paper. You write down your customer, their situation, their pain points, their goals, and how your service is going to help them. Then you need to understand the viewer. And to understand the viewer, you have to break down successful videos. For example, in fitness, I would break down successful videos and I would analyze what makes them so successful. What is the viewer feeling while they watch the exact part of the video, and why maybe the editor didn't use a crazy animation into one scene, but used a picture of the customer being jacked, being at 10% body fat. So in every niche, this will be different. Then after you understand the viewer, you have the ideal customer profile, you will position yourself like a strategic partner. As I told you, the customer buys to be here. They want more leads, more sales, more views. And your positioning should reflect that. And in order to do that, into your portfolio, into your emails, into your Twitter banner, into your Twitter description, everywhere, you should take this and create offers with what they want, positioning editing as the vehicle in the offer. After that, you have to build a client acquisition system, and this is the one we are using right now. It's a 3-step system that I call the content operator funnel. So we have at the top fishing and hunting. Fishing is simply growing a personal brand in the right way, and hunting is doing outreach. Once you understand the customer, their pain points and their goals, and you can use them with copywriting everywhere into your offers, into your emails, then you can do this as well, because your personal brand will serve as a funnel that will get the customer from not knowing who the fuck you are to paying you and wanting to work with you. That's where the conversion flow gets into hand. You will convert them into deals with a strategic portfolio and landing page, not a random portfolio with a showreel. We talk about a landing page, a website designed to convert them that speaks directly to their pain points and to their goals. And after you close them, because most likely they DM'd you or they jump into a call with you, that's when you use the proof and use the results you have with them to raise prices and get higher paying customers. If you don't have proof right now, no worries, you can work for cheap at first and over deliver results and then use that as proof. Then after you have proof and you have results for customers, you simply upgrade into strategic deals and you scale past $5,000, past $10,000 amount, even more than that, like the students I showed you. It's pretty simple, but most people again overcomplicate this because they try to sell strategy from the first. So there are people who don't understand value and they are positioning themselves like an NPC editors, but there are also people who are understanding value and they try to sell everything too much, too fast, but they have no proof. So the way you do it is that you don't want to be like this person, this editor who is getting into the castle of the king and they are a farmer and they're just working on a farm, trying to sell strategy because the king, the customer, will laugh into your face. What you do is something that I call the Trojan Horse path. You start as a video editor, you get into the castle, you over-deliver on editing, you help the customer because you have a great harvest and they see it, and while you do that, you also give him some advice depending on the word, right? You tell them, look, this is how you can do the thumbnails, this is how you can do the title, this is how you can do the script, this is how you can improve the videos or this specific animation or this scene to make sure the viewer will feel something and will stick to the video until the end. When the customer wins the war, he has maybe a successful video, maybe sales or more views. That's when they are going to most likely promote you eventually because they see you and you become more valuable. And that's where this comes into place, is the value ladder. The upper you go into this entire ladder, the more you can charge because you solve multiple problems. And if you have proof from the start for done for you, you can already start with editing and packaging. But if you have no proof and you're just a video editor and want to scale, then you'd have to start from editing or a free edit. Now you have the clarity and you have the roadmap to scale to $5,000, even $10,000 amount as a video editor. This is how you do it step by step. If you want my help in applying all of this and making sure you can understand the niche, you know how to attract high paying customers and how to deliver results, then scale into more than just a video editor, like Ahmad right here, who scaled from $2,000 amount to $13,500 amount and became a content agency, or Derek, who scaled to $10,000 amount, and many other people, members who scaled past 5K amount, managed to land high paying customers and scale. Then I have some great news for you, because I'm preparing a group mentorship program that's going to help 30 video editors scale to $5,000 to $10,000 per month in the next 30 to 90 days. So we have 25 spots right now. Initially we had 30 and we are just announcing it. If you want to apply for it, all you have to do is click on the button below this video, book a call with me, and we're going to talk, flex, and see how we can scale your editing business.